Good day, everyone. Our next lesson about cooking and planning nutritious meals is cooking and serving family meals. A meal should be balanced, healthy, appetizing, and flavorful. A meal need not to be prepared with expensive ingredients. What is important is that it has to be well blended, not too salty nor bland, just enough to describe as delicious. In cooking family meals, consider the following factors. Food temperature. Serve hot foods hot and cold foods cold. Try to prepare dishes of different temperatures. Avoid serving cold food in one meal altogether and all hot food in another meal. Next is color. Serve food of different colors to make them more attractive and enticing. Another is texture. Serve food that vary in texture. Dry food should be combined with creamy desserts or those with sauce. Next is flavor. Flavor and taste are most important when preparing meals. Food should be delicious so that the diners will be satisfied. Last but not the least is nutrients. Nutrients are basic in any meal. Food that will be served should be balanced and nutritious. It should be planned according to the Food Pyramid Guide. Now let's learn about the ways to cook family meals. Cooking methods that use less amount of oil or no oil are healthier than those methods that use a lot of oil. Shorter cooking time minimizes the loss of nutrients. Different cooking methods create a variety of textures. Basting is done by moistening the meat with pan juices while roasting or grilling. An example is barbecue or a roast chicken. Braising is browning food like meat in hot oil, then cooking it in a small amount of water with vegetables. Baking is cooking in an enclosed heat. An oven toaster or gas oven may be used for this. Steaming is cooking by direct heat. Heat is transferred from steam to the food. Food is cooked in a moist environment provided by the steam. Simmering is cooking food slowly in a liquid at a very low heat that is just below the boiling point. Frying is placing food on a very hot surface, usually on a frying pan, with little heated oil or fat. Roasting is cooking meat or poultry in an oven. It is a popular quality way of cooking a poultry dish. Grilling uses the intense heat radiated by an electric element, gas flame, or glowing charcoal. The heat source can be above or below the food, or both. The kitchen runs better if cooking ingredients are organized and well chosen. One important consideration in choosing ingredients is the health or well-being of the people who will eat. The following are some tips in choosing ingredients wisely. Try to reduce or lessen the amount of oil, sugar, and salt to be used. Consider alternative ingredients. Substitute ingredients high in fat content. For example, replace beef with chicken. Use processed food sparingly. They are high in fat, sugar, and salt. Use more fruits and vegetables to increase dietary fiber. Season foods with herbs and spices more than salt, pepper, and bottled juices. And do away with food additives that can harm the health of the family members. Food should be placed and positioned carefully to attain an attractive and appetizing plate presentation and composition. Here are the steps to follow in plating the food. Choose the size and shape of the plate according to the quantity and the kind of food to be served. Consider the colors of food. Food of different colors should be presented together. Arrange food with different textures. There should be a balance of soft and hard food. The plate should not be overcrowded. Always strike a balance by not leaving large spaces or gaps. Food to be served should not touch the plate trim. Create a center point or a focal point, something that will catch the eye of the diner. Decorate the plates. Garnish with herbs and greens. Drizzle or spoon the sauce onto the plate. Garnish means to decorate the dish. The food should be garnished before serving to improve its appearance and to make it more appetizing. Edible food like fruits and vegetables can be used as garnish. Fruits and vegetables should be considered in garnishing the dishes to make the meal interesting and exciting. You can apply different cooking methods to create a variety of textures in food. Garnishing a dessert with finely chopped nuts and painting a plate with some sauces can add flavor and taste to the foods. Now, let's learn some safety practices in food preservation. Poor standards of personal hygiene may lead to the food being contaminated with bacteria and to the person who eats the food getting sick. Some steps that you can do are the following. Keep your fingernails short and always clean. Wash hands thoroughly with soap and water. Wear an apron and a head cap or hairnet. Do not cough or sneeze into the food. Do not use the same spoon for tasting and mixing the food. During food preparation, separate chopping boards and knives for cooked and raw food in order to prevent cross-contamination. Ingredients like vegetables and fruits should be rinsed properly to get rid of the chemicals and dirt present in them. Avoid placing raw and cooked food together. Wash all utensils after use to prevent the growth of bacteria. When serving food at home or during special occasions, you have to consider the appropriateness of the kind of tableware and style of table setting. You should carefully select the serving platters. Table napkins and centerpieces must also be attractively laid on the table. The table may be covered with either cloth or table mats made of plastic cork or linen. The tablecloth should hang at least 12 inches from the edge of the table. A vase of flowers, bowl of fruits, or mini flower pots should be placed to give focus on the table. This is the placement of dinnerwares on the table. The plate is placed at the center of the cover and should be about 1 inch from the edge of the table aligned with other utensils on the cover. The knife with its sharp edge towards the plate is placed to the right of the plate. The dinner spoon is followed by a teaspoon if necessary. The fork is placed on the plate's left side. If the bread and butter plate is placed above the fork, the butter knife is positioned either parallel or perpendicular to the linen of the table. The water glass or goblet is positioned above the knife. If another glass is needed, such glass is placed to the right of the water glass or above the spoon. The table napkin is folded fancily and is placed to the left of the fork. Experiment on other ways of folding napkins to add appeal to the dining table. On a more formal setting, this is how it would look like. That's it for today's discussion. Make sure that you took notes of the important details about today's discussion. Have a great day!